Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Corinne, also known as Caked Corey. How are you guys doing today? I've missed you, and you already know we're back with a new releases video. You already know that's what we're here for. So, we are going to be getting into that. But I would just like to say, my makeup is very similar to something I did the other day. This is supposed to be pink, but I wanted to talk about what else I have on my face today. So this is considered a new release, I guess, but I wasn't planning on picking this up. I thought it was cute, but my boyfriend actually bought it for me. And it's funny because it's like a little, kind of like an inside joke with us, but like, you'll see right now. So he ended up getting me this by Glamlight. It's the Glamlight Concha highlighter. So Concha is considered pan dulce or like sweet bread. So that's what people call it. They call it pan dulce or conchas. I call it conchas. It's Mexican sweet bread. It's really, really good. It's like usually eaten with coffee or as a dessert. But he got it for me because I love conchas. Like I love them. Like every time he goes back to his parents' house, there's a supermarket called Vallarta right by his house, and that's like one of my favorite supermarkets ever. And he always buys me conchas every time he goes there because I love my conchas. I love them in the morning. I love them for dessert when I want something sweet. They've just been around since I was a kid, like in my childhood, and I just love them so much. So he ended up buying this for me, and I was not expecting that. I tagged him in it because I was like, this is so cute. But I did not expect him to buy it for me. And this is like my only product I've had from Glamlight, and I'm actually super excited about it. I am wearing it today. So I was looking at my nose, and my nose is like beaming, and I tried to like tap it out, but it's kind of beaming still. But I have it on my cheeks. It's on my inner corner there, so you can see it's kind of like a purple pink reflective. And then it's on my cheek right here, and my nose and my lip a little bit. A little's on my chin. But this is so pretty and like beaming. And when I first saw it, I thought it was going to be pink, but it's kind of more purple. But I don't even care because I like it. So this is what the packaging looks like. It's very reflective. It's very cute. And then when you open it up, this is what the inside looks like. It does come with a mirror. So as you can see, I've been like tapping in that. But like, look at how bright it is. Like, look at that. This probably shows the best color, but see how it's more purpley rather than it is like pink. So I'm going to swatch it for you guys. But like, I'm so excited. Like, look at this. Like, what? Oh my god. This is what it looks like. It's honestly like so blinding. It's gorgeous, and I'm so excited to have this. You have no idea. I love conchas so much. So this is really cute. And thank you to my boyfriend, Johnny, for getting me that because I love it. Just had to shout that out before we started. And I also got a snack and my little coffee here. So you already know I'm pumped up for this new releases video. So let's go ahead and get on into it. Alrighty, so I have scooted on over to insert pictures here. And before we start off, I would like to say that these are not my pictures. These are not my descriptions. I will have everything linked down below in the description box of where I've got these pictures and descriptions. And I will also say it before I get into each item. So we are going to start off with Mrs. MAC Cosmetics. You already know MAC has a new line out. Well, it's a collab. So it's MAC and Harris Reed collab. It's available now via Trendmood 1. This is MAC's first gender fluid makeup collection. The London-based designer created a collection inspired by 70s glam rock icons David Bowie and Mick Jagger. All right. In gilded Renaissance-inspired packaging. Includes a $33 eyeshadow palette. It's a 9-pan. Fighting for the beauty of fluidity, I think. With matte browns and glittery teals and more. $20 for the lipsticks, and I think it's like a 3-pan palette. It's from Harris with Love palette is what it's called. Roman Revelation, sorry. Is a bright orange matte. No Place Like LA is a warm nude amplified. London Grind is also going to be a deep purple and amplified. I think that's like the type of like texture that they are. Also, they have a $20 eye kohl eyeliner in Power Surge. It's a bronze brown with golden shimmer. And then they have a $25 cream color base with 2 colors in it. Embrace your duality palette. I don't think I'm reading that correctly or saying those words correctly, so please forgive me. It's the colors they have are Over Ambitious, which is the coral pink, and Beyond Your Light, or Be Your Own Light. Oh my god, shimmering yellow gold. This is gonna be a long one, I already know. So right off the bat, I don't know who Harris Reed is. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know who that is. It said London based, so apparently they're from Europe. I apologize for not knowing who that person is. I have seen the pictures and the promo photos for it. Beautiful, beautiful. And I think the packaging is fire. Literally, the packaging is beautiful. The Renaissance themed, like David Bowie, Mick Jagger, like literally what she described it as is literally what I'm seeing from this. And I think it's so gorgeous. The packaging alone is beautiful, but MAC always has pretty good packaging. But oh my god, I like the concept of it, that it's gendered fluid also. I love how it could be used for male, female, trans, you know, asexual, bisexual, whatever you are, whatever you describe yourself as. Like, I love that they came out with this collection. I think that that's great. And I know that MAC has always been into that and collabing with like drag queens and stuff like that. So I think that that's perfect. Like, this is right up their alley. I think the eyeshadow palette is actually very pretty and intrigues me a lot. And I don't get intrigued by MAC things that much unless it's like lipsticks, but like this eyeshadow palette is very beautiful. It has a good like mixture of neutrals and color, and I think that's great. Like, I would probably pick up this palette if I really, really wanted it. I don't know if I'm going to, honestly, but like I would be down because I just love the palette in general, just the eyeshadow palette. I think it's beautiful. I think the packaging is beautiful. I would love to have this in my collection. I've honestly never tried an eyeshadow from MAC though. I know you're probably like, what the heck? And I grew up with the MAC era. Like, everyone wore MAC, but like, I just never got into MAC. I was a drugstore girl, so I've never tried their eyeshadows. So maybe I'll get this palette and try it. I don't know, I'm on the fence about it, but I think the packaging is beautiful. I love the concept of it. I think the person they did this with and the way that they totally designed this was just beautiful. Mwah, perfect. All right, and you already know we got some Colourpop up in this B because they release something almost every single day. We have the new Disney collab. It's going to be the Bambi Collection. It's available February 25th. It's going to be available in Ulta on March 14th. And this is via Trend Mood 1, the Disney Bambi Collection, inspired by Pretty Flowers, the young prince and his forest friends. It includes 3 5-pan eyeshadow palettes in Bambi, Flower, and Thumper. That looks like I'm flicking you off, those 3. We have 3 eyeliners, 3 luxe lip glosses, and a Pixie Poof highlighter in Morning Light. And then we have fake lashes, or faux lashes, in Oh Dear. So, right off the bat, when I think of Bambi, like, it makes me sad. I was one of those children that if you showed me any movie that had an animal's parent die or some type of animal died, I cried. I cried at Bambi, and I've literally watched it since the last time I ever watched it, and I cried. I've never watched it again, and that was when I was a kid, and I remember it. It was traumatizing. Any movie, you can name any Disney movie where someone's animal died or something like that. Good Dinosaur, I bawled. Lion King, I cried. Anything that involved an animal dying, I cried. So when I think about Bambi, it makes me sad, honestly, and I don't have that big a relationship with Bambi because people or animals died in it, so that made me very upset. So I never had a great relationship with it because I didn't want to watch it all the time. Same thing with Lion King. I don't watch that a lot. I think it's really cute. It's just not for me. Like I said, don't have a great relationship with Bambi. I don't really know how I feel about these 5-pan palettes. Like, the first ones that came out with, like the Cherish and Love and Amour and those were okay. They gave me like Natasha Denona vibes, and they're trying to be like Elf with the smaller palettes. They're trying to get on that track of smaller palettes, obviously, because a lot of brands are doing that right now. I don't know how I feel about these in the cardboard packaging. I like it that it's in the cardboard packaging. I just think that the actual pan size is smaller than like the previous ones that they dropped that were like in the plastic packaging, which was the More and Cherish and all those. I don't know how I feel about these smaller panned cardboard palettes. Like I feel like they need to be a little bit bigger, and yeah, I don't know how I feel about these. The colors are pretty, just not for me, so I probably won't be picking these up. But I think this is a cute collection. If you like Bambi and have a good relationship with Bambi and Disney in general, you'd probably like this. Next up, we have Kvd Beauty, the new Upswing Extreme Longwear Eyeliner. It's going to be available February 25th for $25. This is what it looks like here. A typical like liquid eyeliner, honestly. Via Trend Mood 1, it's clean, vegan, cruelty-free, and gluten-free. Okay. Passion flower extract helps nourish so eyeliner doesn't flake or dry out. Okay. Stay in control with super precise, stress-free application. Okay. Ultra pigmented jet black color. Fade and smudge resistant, extreme long wear color. Okay, awesome. So I do like the claims that Kvd Beauty has said about this eyeliner, and I hope that it lives up to the claims and what they want it to be, or hope for it to be. I honestly don't think that I'm gonna pick this up. I'm not a huge like screw off the eyeliner and like use it that way. Like I'm not good at that, and I already have one that's from Anastasia that I barely use, so I don't really think I need this. I do love like the pen brush tip ones, the KVD tattoo liner. That's my absolute favorite. I know it's a key. Also the Rare Beauty one, that one's great. So I already have those, so I don't think I need this. But if you're into those types of eyeliners, you should definitely check this out. It has really great claims, so you already know. And next up we have Fenty Beauty, the Kilowatt in Moscow Mule. So this is the Kilowatt highlighter. It's going to be available now for $36. $36. Via Trend Mood 1, it's a rose gold shimmer highlighter in a solo pan, and it's a limited edition for Riri's birthday. Oh, it's the Queen's birthday. How could I forget? So I think it's pretty. I like the color. It's pink. You know, I love pink and purple, and you know, I got the purple Glam Light pink concha highlighter on, so you already know that I like that. The Kilowatt highlighters, I honestly don't even have one of her highlighters from her collections, the Kilowatt ones. I haven't tried them. I do have her other one that's like super glittery. I don't even know what it's called. Let me see. Okay, so the one that I do have from her is the Fenty Diamond Balm ones. This one's in Fenty Glow, so it's this color. Oh, look at that shine. So I did get this. It's a mini one. It's part of their, well, I think it's mini unless it's full size. I don't know. But it was part of their little collection they had for Christmas. I got that little 3-pack with the gloss balm and the cream blush. So I got that with that. I do like it. It's just very, very glittery. Like it's more so glittery than gives you any type of color. And like it doesn't bug me, but I would probably use it on my eyes more than I would use it as a highlighter. Or I use it to top another highlighter, if you get what I'm saying. But I've never tried her actual Kilowatt ones. I don't think I'll be picking this color up, even though I do like it, but I do tend to pick up one of her Kilowatt like highlighters in the future, like the dual pan ones. This one I probably won't. I already have a lot of highlighters this color, but very pretty. And if you like this color, definitely get it, because I see a lot of pictures of people using her highlighters and they're very, very, very beautiful. And what is a new launches video without a rant? And especially a rant about this person that I'm going to talk about in a second. So we have some beauty news coming in the future eventually, I assume. I don't know when it's coming, but it's coming eventually. This is about Kris Jenner. Have you heard about it? You've probably heard about it. Via Trend Mood 1, possibly coming out with a beauty empire. Kris Jenner filed the trademark docs to lock up rights for her future beauty brands. Kris Jenner Beauty, Kris Jenner Skin, Kris Jenner Skincare. It might include different products for hair, skin, nails, and eyes, cosmetics, fragrances, and more. So Trend Mood just posted that because basically they're just saying that she locked up her rights for using her name. So no one can ever use her name to make any types of these products. So, which is a smart thing to do. Even if you might necessarily not do it in the long run, it is good to have that under control. Like Rihanna did. She did that with her dad, I think, because her dad was trying to make money off of the name Fenty. So it's always smart to do because you don't want some random person making money off of your name. So that was smart for her to do that. And I think she's a very smart businesswoman. I do think that. But I'm also not surprised that she did that. You know, are you surprised? I'm not surprised. But one thing I'm thinking is, like, do we really need this? Like, I don't want to be judgmental and I don't want to be upset because there's so many different people that are in this, like, whole beauty community and everything. And, like, everyone loves beauty and they want to come out with their own types of stuff. And the market's so saturated and there's so many people that like so many different things. So maybe people will like her stuff. But what just gets me is, like, how can you come out with a skincare line or come out with beauty? Like, you can come out with makeup, whatever, but how can you come out with, like, skincare and stuff and all this stuff and say, this is my skin, like, this has helped me for years and, like, I love this and blah, 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 but you have work done. And, like, all of the work that you have done is actually what makes you look young. And you're painting this misconception of beauty and, like, telling people that these products are what keep me young or these products, like, make me look this way, but yet you get work done and you have Botox and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, how can you say that you love these products and they've worked for you for years, but you go and get fillers or get this and get that? Does that make sense? And I'm not against fillers. I'm not against getting your lips done and blah, blah, blah. And just, like, be upfront about it. And, like, if you're gonna put out a beauty line, like as I've said before, this is obviously for money. It's not about, like, I don't even think it's gonna be about like, this is what I've done for years for my skin and blah, blah, blah. I really think it's just gonna be a money thing. You know, that's what I think about. You already know how I feel about that whole family and everything. I don't want to think that, but I think that's honestly what it is. But it's just hard to, like, take advice or buy something from people like that have so much work done that it's like, okay, but, like, you're promoting this, but it doesn't actually help you because you get fillers and stuff like that. You know what I mean? As on the other hand, like JLo Beauty, she used olive oil and stuff like that, and she incorporated that into her skincare brand and her beauty brand. So that's, like, smarter because she's used that since she was young. I don't know if she's had work done. She's never been upfront about that either. Who knows if she has or not. She does look really great for her age, and I don't think she's had a lot of work done. I also don't know her, but that's just how I feel about the Kris Jenner thing. It's all about money. You know, we're not surprised that that's going on. I just don't like that it's creating an unrealistic, like, expectation for women. You're gonna look like me if you buy my stuff. Like, that's basically what comes off to me. And it's like, that's not true. Because you're not, like, you have to have filler and all that stuff. But I would like if she did focus on, like, older women and, like, older women's skincare and makeup, because I feel like there's not a lot of brands out there like that. But who's to say she's gonna actually do that? So right now, I'm speculating on everything. This is just speculation. This is my own opinion. This is how I feel about it. But she is just locking up her rights so her future self can have these brands possibly in the future when she wants to. Or she's just locking up the rights so someone can't use her name. I don't know. I just think it's also fishy. Not fishy, but, like, funny that they're done doing the actual show, Kardashian show, and, like, she manages them, but at the same time it's like she locked up those rights for stuff like that, and it's like, okay, well, the show ended, so what else is she gonna do with her life? You know what I mean? Like, what else does she have in store? And I think that this is something that she's doing since has the show no more, to keep herself busy and just something to do. You know what I mean? Alright, and just to clarify again, I'm not trying to hate on fillers and all that stuff. because if you want to do that to your own body, like, that's your doing, that's your decision and everything. Like, I totally would go for maybe a lip injection in my top lip or filler in my face one day when I get a lot more wrinkles, trust me. I just think you need to be upfront about it. Just like when Kylie came out with her whole lip kit situation, she said she overlined her lips a lot, and I believe that in the beginning she did, and I think that she was so insecure, and you know, we all have insecurities, so she decided to get her lips done, and that's totally fine. And at least she was upfront about it eventually and said, you know, I got my lips done. Even though we all knew, at least she said it, and then she went on to build this empire off her lip kits and even more. So, like, that's what I mean, is like, be upfront about it. I'm kind of skeptical about where that's gonna go, but moving on. Next up, we got Kvd Beauty, and like I said last time, I'm excited to see what else they put out, honestly. They have the Good Apple Skin Perfecting Foundation Balm. This is going to be available March 12th for $38. Via Trend Mood 1, full coverage for normal to dry skin, matte finish, infused with apple extract to help nourish skin. Long wearing, non-cakey, non-comedogenic, fully recyclable, compact, no mirror, no magnets, no metal in it, which is perfect, beautiful. It's going to have 40 shades. 40 shades. It's vegan and cruelty free. I'm so excited for this. Like, talk about a brand that, I'm not going to say they went downhill, because they didn't go downhill, but talk about a brand that was just so, like, just mediocre the entire time, just a straight line. Talk about a brand that was just sailing through like this and selling, like, living off certain products, like their liquid lipsticks, their tattoo eyeliner, like just sailing on those sales, and like the Shade and Light palette, that's all that they were sailing their whole company on. And then all of a sudden, like, Kat Von D's not part of this whole makeup brand anymore, and there's a lot of controversy with that, and people are like, well, I don't know how I feel about this company, she's not involved in it anymore, should I buy from it now, should I not, like, blah blah blah. I honestly never knew what was going on with all of that, but when I heard she wasn't part of the company anymore and I read up on it, I was like, oh, and it made me a little bit more intrigued to see what else they were going to be putting out. And the people that are like actually doing a good job now and like have really taken over this brand and got it away from Kat Von D and are trying to like build the brand almost as a whole different brand. That's basically what they're trying to do, but they still have the same kind of elements as before. I think they're doing great. Like, they literally went from this to like this, and I hope that they keep going up, like literally a line graph like this, and I hope that they keep going up and don't go down again and flatline. I hope that it keeps going up because they've been releasing some pretty good stuff. I think it just takes the beauty community a little bit to like get back into them, you know what I mean? But I can say, like, all of the comments on this post were so positive, and I'm so excited for that, and because I'm really like excited for this brand and to try more of their stuff. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to try this. You already know your girl got oily skin, and this is for normal and dry skin. It does have a matte finish. I have had something like this in the past from the drugstore. I think it was a Maybelline one. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I did like it. I do remember though, after like a few times of using it, it did get really cakey and it just didn't work for my skin. And I did get like stick foundations from the drugstore before to try, and those ended up being the same way. So anything that's like this almost like mousse like cream product doesn't really work for me for some reason. I don't know why, but I've had multiple times that I've tried these different products, so I really don't think that this is gonna work for me. I wish that I could try it. I love the packaging. Like, I'm not a huge, like, I need a mirror in it. Like, I'm definitely not like that. I have my own mirror that I set up. I don't need a mirror in all my palettes. That doesn't bug me. So this, I think the packaging is cute. I love the clear packaging. I don't know why that's such a vibe, but it is. And I don't need a mirror, so I love that it doesn't have a mirror in it. I love that it's fully recyclable. I love the shade range. The shade range is beautiful. So freaking beautiful. Thank you. That's another thing. Thank you, Kvd Beauty. We're gonna clap for them for this shade range. We're clapping for the shade range because that is great. And I love that they did that too. I could go on and on about Kvd Beauty, but I'm not going to because this would take forever. So if you want to try that and you have normal to oily skin, you should, normal to dry skin, you should definitely try it and let me know how it is. I'm so excited for that. Next up, we have Ofra. So this is going to be the Sweet Glow Milk and Cookies Highlighter collab with Steph Toms. I actually don't know who that is, but I saw the collab pictures and I think they're beautiful. And I also heard that she actually did these pictures by herself. Like she had someone actually photographing her. I annoy myself sometimes. Photographing her, and she looks amazing. But she did these with whoever took these pictures. She did these herself. She did not go to the actual Ofra like headquarters and take these pictures. Like she did them herself, and I think they're beautiful. It's available now for $35 via Trend Mood 1. It's a split pan golden highlighter, liquid to baked formula. You're going to have the milk, which is a champagne pearl, and then the cookie side, which is a warm champagne with bronze undertone. So I think this highlighter is beautiful. Like I said, the promo photos are gorgeous. I personally don't think I'm going to pick this up. And the only reason why at first I wasn't going to pick it up is because I still want to get like the Samantha March stuff. And I kind of want to get that and like buy that before I get anything else from Ofra. And Ofra, like even though they're like a good indie brand, like some of their stuff can be like a little pricey. So like I want to buy the Samantha March stuff first before I buy anything else, honestly. So I actually really need to get on that. But another reason why though is because I started looking at the actual pictures and like swatches of this highlighter, and I'm like, I actually think it might be too dark for my skin. Like the milk shade for sure would work on me, but the cookies side is like what kind of like, it might be too bronze for my skin. Like you're definitely going to see a stripe on me, and even mixed together I think it might work, but I don't know if I'm going to buy it because I think it might be too bronze for my pale skin tone, you know, because I'm a ghost. So yeah. But I do think it's beautiful. If you're into this, like definitely get it. If you haven't tried Ofra, you'd probably like this, so get it. This other product that I'm going to talk about right now, I already know I'm not going to get it, but it's the Estee Lauder new Rebellious Rose Pure Color Envy Blush. Available now. It said Nordstrom, so I think maybe only Nordstrom's for $32, I think. Via Makeup World News, it's limited edition Pure Color Envy Blush in a universal shade to flatter all skin tones with rush of rosy color. This luxurious, sensorial cream to powder blush blends beautifully on skin, delivering the perfect touch of color with a powdery, soft matte finish. Oh. Well, me rereading that just reminded me that it's a cream. So looking at these pictures, I thought it was a powder the entire time, but apparently it's a cream to powder. I totally missed that, but I think that that's cool. You know, everyone's into cream products right now and all that. But when I was writing down the descriptions before, I was thinking about it and I was like, it's saying it's one shade, so it's a universal shade. But then I look at these pictures and to me, I see 3 shades. I don't know if you guys do, but I see 3 shades in this picture. And at first I was like, oh yeah, they came out with 3 shades. And then when I was writing the description, it says a universal shade. I'm like, wait, so this is 1 shade? Can someone let me know if this is 1 or 3 shades? Like, I'm confused, but I think it's 1 shade. But in all these pictures, it has like different lighting and it looks like 3 different shades. So that kind of was like, what? But I'm not going to get this, like I said in the beginning. I don't get a lot from Estee Lauder, and I definitely don't need any more blushes, to be honest. And I don't really like how it looks in the packaging. Like, I know it's supposed to be like a rose, but like I don't really like how it looks. In my opinion, it looks kind of like a cheap rose. It doesn't look like a nice, pretty rose. Like the Winky Lux brand made a better rose in their blushes than this one, honestly, and this is Estee Lauder. I said it. but I'm not gonna get this. Yeah, and I'm concerned about the color and what color it actually is, honestly, because I can't tell in these pictures. So then we have Ulla Henriksen. So we have the Wrinkle Blur, I don't even know if I'm saying this right, Bakuchiol eye gel cream. It's this one. This is what it looks like, because I don't know how to say that word. It's coming soon for $49. $49. Via Trend Mood 1, it blurs the look of fine lines and wrinkles while also visibly improving skin's firmness, elasticity, and the look of dark circles. Plus, it also helps even out the appearance of eyelid skin tone. I definitely have some purple veiny eyelids. The Bakuchiol, if I'm saying that correctly, even skin tone smooths the appearance of the skin texture and targets the look of fine lines and wrinkles. We like that. Orchid Stem Cell helps reduce the look of fine lines and wrinkles and visibly improves skin's firmness. We like that also. Peptides help condition the skin. Yes, we like that also. So I do think this is a good product to add to their skincare like brand. I mean, they already have an eye cream already, the Banana Bright, but that's more so, I want to say, for under your eye and like dark circles and all of that to help brighten that. When I'm like reading about this one, what I think of is like the fine lines by your eyes right here, because I get like the crow's feet. I get crow's feet and even some right under my eye, and like the even tone on your eyelids and like the wrinkles on your eyelids. Like that's what I think that this is used for. I think it helps with dark circles a little bit, but I think it's more so for like the wrinkles and like firmness of your skin rather than the Banana Bright, which is literally for like under your eye or like the purpleness around your eye. Jaffiel. So I don't know if I'm gonna get this. Maybe I will eventually in the future. I have an eye cream right now that I like. I don't think it really like helps with wrinkles or anything, but that doesn't really concern me at this moment, but maybe it should because I'm young and I should do it before I get old. But you know, maybe I'll pick this up. $49. Is it right? $49? Yeah, $49 is kind of a lot for that. And I don't know if that's small because the Banana Bright eye cream, even though it lasted me a long time, like that thing was small. And like, I don't know how small this is gonna be. So I'm kind of a little pricey if it's small. And I'm curious to see how it works. So maybe I'm like one of those people, I need to hear reviews first. So if I hear good reviews about it, maybe I'll get it. Because I do need to focus on the wrinkles now that I think about it. I should start doing that while I'm young. And then we have up next Dominique Cosmetics. We have another Dominique Cosmetics product. It's the Complexion Collection. Ooh, it's going to be available the 26th. Via Trend Mood 1, we have a primer, serum, and hydrating mist duo formulated with clean ingredients to instantly deliver moisture to your complexion and lock in hydration for the ultimate glow. It's going to have, it says with salicylic -8. I don't really know what that is. Hyaluronic acid. Why can't I read this? Triclose, betaine, and a unique sugar complex, fragrance free. I can't say these words for the life of me, and I'm not very good at chemistry and like those words and everything, and I'm assuming that these are all like additives and all that stuff that they put in there, and I can't say those words for shiz, so I'm sorry. Definitely go on Trend Mood 1 and read that because I can't say that. They have the Blur and Moisture Primer Serum for $28. It's a refreshing gel serum primer, instantly hydrates your skin, giving you a smooth, even canvas for makeup application. It has a refreshing cooling effect that'll be sure to wake up your skin. I like that. We have Ultra Hydrating Mist for $32. Lightweight, superfine mist that locks in makeup, awakens your complexion, and rehydrates your skin. Spray away for a bouncy, plump, even tone, refreshed look. Okay, and then the Complexion Bundle is $52 for both those products. So I think they sound like nice products. I don't think that I will be picking them up for myself because like I said, I'm oily. I don't really need a lot of hydrating things, and I do have other hydration things that I can use in place of a primer instead of like a primer and all that. I have primers that I'm trying to get through, honestly, I also have a lot of setting mist that I'm trying to get through, so I don't necessarily need these products. But if you need hydration and stuff like that, you should definitely check these out. Like I said before, I haven't tried anything from Dominique Cosmetics, so I'm assuming these are going to be good. Alright, and then we got the Hip Dot collection, the new one they have. If you don't follow Hip Dot, you should definitely follow it on Instagram because they have some really great collections. Hip Dot and Peeps brand. Peeps? Like the little chicken things? Yeah, those. Available March 2nd via Makeup World News. Available on hipdot.com and ulta.com. They have the Peeps eyeshadow palette for $24. A 4-piece Peeps beauty sponge set for $16. And altogether, the bundle for $40. So I think this collection is so cute. I've always been like a fan of Peeps, but I don't actually like Peeps, if that makes sense. So like I love, you know, those like little, they always come out for them by around Easter time. They're like the little stuffed animals of like Peeps. So they imitate the actual Peep marshmallow candy, but they're like little stuffed animals, or they have big ones too. I love those things. I used to have a few of them when I was younger, and I think I got rid of them. But I used to love those things because they're just so cute. But like actual Peeps, like I'm not the type to like just eat those like that. And I like marshmallows too. I don't know what it is. I just don't eat Peeps like that. Like sitting there and like eating a marshmallow as like candy for me is weird. Like I don't know what it is about me, but I just don't like Peeps that way. But I'll eat regular marshmallows. It's very weird. But I do think that this is a cute collection. I think maybe the palette's a little overpriced, $24. For, I don't know how big it's gonna be, but I think it's a smidge overpriced. But I do like the color story. Like I like that there's color, but there's also a few neutrals in this palette, so it's still wearable. And I think it's so cute. And if you're totally into like collecting this type of stuff, you would definitely think this is cute and like this. I love the little sponges, how they made those the Peeps. I already said I like the stuffed animals that they had, so I like the little sponges, but I don't think I'll be picking them up, sadly. I just don't need them. I don't need them. Even though I want to stare at them and look at them all day because they're so cute. They're just little Peeps. I don't need them. I don't need them. But if you like these types of collections, like Hip Dot does a really, like they do really good collab collections with like different types of like brands. Like I think they did Tapatio, and like that was a pretty cool brand, and like not pretty cool brand, but that was like a pretty cool collaboration. Like if you like that type of stuff, you should definitely go check out Hip Dot because I think that the collabs that they do are very like interesting and like cute. So one of the last things we're gonna be talking about is Beauty Blender. They have a new Dream Swirl Blend and Cleanse set. It's available now. I think I have a question mark, so I don't know if it's available now. I think it is. It's at the Ulta website for $20. Via Makeup World News, you get Flawless Ethereal Blend with the limited edition Beauty Blender Dream Swirl and the Blender Cleanser Solid Set. The two-tone orange routine. Okay. The vegan cleanser removes excess makeup, germs, and grime from all of your tools. It's exclusive to Ulta. Sometimes I write stuff down and like I'm half talking to my boyfriend or something, so I don't really realize what I'm writing down, and then I reread it and I'm like, what? That's what happens when you have a lot going on in your head. But I love Beauty Blender. Like I've loved them since they first came out and became a huge brand. I have a lot of Beauty Blender sponges. I don't think I'll be picking this up just because I have a lot of sponges from them and from other brands that I use consistently. I don't need a new sponge. I do like their cleanser though, like those little solid cleansers. I do like those, and I got a set for like Christmas a couple years back. It was like their gemstone one that had like 4 different beauty blenders, and it came with 4 different cleanser, like the little solid peppermint. It looked like little peppermint things. So I still have those that I'm using, believe it or not. So I don't really need this, but I also think the price is pretty good. For $20 you get both. Like the sponge alone is usually $20, and then you get the little cleanser. It's almost like you're getting the cleanser for free, and it kind of just lasts you a long time. It lasts you probably like 4 or 5 washes, I would say, depending on how much you clean your actual sponges. So yeah, I think this is cute, and if you want a beauty blender, you should get this, or if you're into like orange, you would like this. Alright, and we are going to end today on a sad note. I didn't know if I was going to put this in the video, but I think I should, just because you know, this is some beauty news, and like, you know, I want you guys to know about this because like I'm saddened by this, so I want you guys to hear about it too. Not to be sad with me, but like if you guys haven't heard, like I'm gonna share it with you right now. But this is from Becca Cosmetics. This is via Trend Mood 1, got their statement. Becca Cosmetics will be closing the brand September 2021. The global pandemic has had an impact on everyone around the world on many levels. It has also had a tremendous impact on so many businesses. At Becca, an accumulation of challenges, together with the global impact of COVID-19, has sadly been more than our business can withstand. And we've had to make the heartbreaking decision to close down the Becca brand at the end of September 2021. We believe in you, and we believe that the beauty inside you is the light you share with the world. We are confident that the spirit of Becca will continue to live on through you. After this is kind of like the rest of what it says. Like I wanna say this before I go on, that it really captures what Becca was and what I knew Becca as a brand. So I want to read this last part because it really speaks to me about the brand. Please keep illuminating your true selves. Light your own paths and push your limits. Share positivity and light the way for others as you make an impact on this world. Own your light on your own terms. With much love and gratitude, Team Becca. So I wanted to stop and say that that last part really spoke to me, because when I think of Becca, I really think of like illumination and like highlighter and stuff like that, and just being bright. Like that's what I think of when I think of the Becca brand. And they were all about like beachy tints and like skin tints and not wearing a full face of makeup. They were very that like beachy brand that just wanted to illuminate your actual beauty, like just as bare as possible, your natural beauty. That's the best way to put it. That's basically what they stood for as a brand, in my opinion, and that they wanted to show your beauty without having to put on all that makeup. And don't get me wrong, because I love a natural look, but I also love a full face of makeup. I really do. But this makes me sad. This makes me sad. And even though I didn't use a lot from Becca, like it's really hard to see an actual brand that you grew up with or you grew knowing about just end up disappearing almost, or just not be able to keep up with all of the demand. And I do have a video coming up that I'm going to be filming, and Becca was going to be one of the brands that I talked about. And I don't want to give too much away, but you know, Becca just, I feel bad because they just couldn't, like I said earlier, how KVD was like this, and then there's a decision if you're going to go up or if you're going to go down, and Becca just stayed flatlined for a while. And I think that it was hard for them to try and keep up with the whole beauty scene going on, and a lot of people are wearing a lot more makeup nowadays and a lot like heavier makeup. And I just think that Becca decided to bow out, and I do think that the pandemic has hurt a lot of people during this time, and Becca said they're one of the ones that got hurt by it. And I think that they made the decision, probably financially they had to make this decision, but I also think that they made this decision because they decided to just bow out of the race, because I feel like I also think that they're trying to stay true to their brand in a sense, because I don't think they wanted to be a full face of makeup brand. You know what I mean? Like they always wanted to be that natural, like illuminating brand and being true to yourself. That's why that last part really spoke to me about that brand, because I really think that that's what they always wanted to be. And times change and things grow, and you know, a lot of stuff happens like this, and it's really sad to see this happen to this brand, honestly. And after saying all that, I just want to share my experience. So my experience with Becca it's so weird, because when I started getting into makeup a lot, like I was always into makeup, but when I got really into makeup after high school, like right when I was graduating, I got really into it, and I decided I didn't use highlighter. I never really used to use highlighter, and I was like, I want to use highlighter because I think it's so pretty and I want to get into it. And now highlighter is one of my like all-time favorite things. So I actually went into Sephora. I remember this so vividly, and it's so weird that this is what I remember so vividly. But I went into Sephora, and for some reason I had the Becca highlight stuck in my head, and that was the highlight that I wanted to get. There wasn't any other highlight there wasn't a lot on the market at that time. So this is the one that I kept thinking about, and this is the one that I wanted to get. I didn't know what shade I wanted to get, but I wanted to get the Becca highlighter. So I go in, and I think this is right before Champagne Pop became big, or was about to become very big. I went in and I went to the section. I didn't know what color I was going to get for myself, and I ended up asking one of the Sephora employees, like, I want to get a highlighter. I've never used highlighter before. You know, I need help just like deciding on what shade to get. I think this is a good shade for me, but can you like how does it look from your point of view? So we ended up picking out this color, and this is the color that I thought would be good for my skin, and she ended up confirming that she thinks it would be nice for my skin too. And it was the Opal Skin Perfector, the highlighter, which is this one. So this is my first highlighter I've ever bought in from Sephora. I think this is my first highlighter I ever bought in general, and it's so weird. It was Becca, like, this is the brand that I went there to buy. Like, I wanted this highlighter, and I ended up getting Opal, and it's just this pretty like champagne-y shade. I should have worn it today, and I ended up not doing that. I forgot to do that, but this, I still have it. You can see the pan, like, I've used it so many times. I am gonna say that I haven't used this in a while. I think I used it like once recently because I missed it, but I do have to say that this brings me back memories. And it's so weird. Like, when I heard that Becca was going out of business, I was like, oh my god, like, I instantly like thought of this memory going into Sephora and getting that. I also did pick up, after that, I think a year later or a couple years later, I got this one in vanilla quartz. So it came in the gold, like kind of like rose gold packaging. This one I have hit pan on. As you can see, it's right there. But this one, like, this one's very, very light. Like, this is one of my lightest highlighters I have. I just bought it because I thought the packaging was really cute, and I did like the inside. I did use this a lot at work. I don't use it that much now because I wear a mask all day. But these are like the only two products that I have from Becca, honestly. I think I tried a couple more things, but I don't know what happened to them. But these are like my two, the highlighters are my favorite from Becca. And I definitely think before they go out of business, I'm going to pick up another Opal for sure. Maybe even two, maybe even three. I don't know, but I do like this and I want to get back into it. So I'm going to use this one up, but I definitely think I'm going to try and pick up another Opal. And I actually never got to try Champagne Pop, so I think I'm going to pick up a Champagne Pop also. I think I thought that one might be too dark for my skin, so that's why I didn't pick it up. But I think I'm going to pick up like a mini of that. I don't know if I'm going to pick up this vanilla quartz again because I don't really use these really light shades anymore. So I might just use up this one, but I think I'm for sure going to get Opal and Champagne Pop. So yeah, that's how we're going to end today, but I definitely think if you guys have some favorites from Becca, you should go and pick them up and pick up as many as you can. I'm really sad to see this brand go, and I wish that we could have done more to, you know, help this brand, any brand, like any business or brand that goes out of business right now during this whole COVID thing. I wish that we could be doing more, and I wish that that money wasn't an issue. Like, I wish all of that. So I feel horrible, but I just wanted to share with you guys how I felt, and if you guys feel bad or like you're upset or you have some good memories with Becca, please let me know, because at the end of the day, all we can talk about is like our fond memories with Becca and how much we loved it and how much we're gonna miss it. So on that note, I love you guys, and I will see you later. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, hit that thumbs up button. And to Becca, we love you. We're gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss you for sure. And farewell. This isn't goodbye. We will see you again one day. Bye.